Your name, your address, and your phone number are floating around the internet. Easy for strangers, scammers, and companies you've never heard of to find. Data brokers and shady databases collect and sell your private details to anyone willing to pay, putting you at risk of nonstop spam, scams, and fraud. You can't stop them from collecting data, but you can control who gets to keep it. That's why I use Incogni. They remove your private information from more than 420 of these sites automatically. And with their unlimited plan, you get total coverage. If you spot your personal details anywhere else online, just send them the link, and their privacy experts will get it taken down. It's the easiest, most complete way to protect yourself and personal life. Right now, you can lock in 60% off with my exclusive deal at privacykim.com. Go to privacykim.com right now and start protecting your privacy. This is so important. Privacykim.com. That's privacykim.com. Here's hour 2 of the Kim Komando Show. You're going to love it. So I've been thinking about going to Antarctica.
Huh? What?
Well, because I've never been.
Okay.
And
you think about going to Jupiter?
And Barry's like, I am not going to Antarctica. This is going to be one of those trips that you do by yourself because I'm never going to Antarctica.
What are you going to do in Antarctica? You know there's no 5-star hotels in Antarctica.
I know that, but I want to see the penguins.
Okay.
You know?
Ever heard of the San Diego Zoo? They got a bunch of penguins.
And it's a long way to get there. Now, I have not searched for Antarctica. I haven't even told ChatGPT about Antarctica. But I was checking my Facebook account, and guess what I saw?
There was an ad
for Antarctica.
to travel to Antarctica?
Yes.
How'd they know?
Has that ever happened to you?
Of course. But we test it all the time. We'll just sit around a group of phones and just be like, kitty litter, kitty litter, kitty litter, kitty litter, kitty litter, and then see if whoever gets the ad for kitty litter first.
So which of these real-life tech snoops actually happened?
Okay.
Trivia question for you. A, smart TVs recorded conversations and sent them to strangers. B, a fitness app exposed secret military bases. Or C, a robot vacuum snapped a toilet selfie and posted it to Facebook.
B.
All of the above.
Oh, that's not wrong, okay? I was right. It was, the other ones were right too. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's right. Smart TVs, like certain Samsungs, they were caught recording ambient audio and sending it to vendors.
The second one was all of the people in the military base were using fitness trackers.
Strava.
And they could see that they're all leaving from one place, running around the city, and returning to the same place.
Yes, and also that's where they were tracking some of President Biden's Secret Service agents.
Because they're all
using Strava.
Every single step online.
And yes, a Roomba robotic vacuum took images inside people's homes, including a person on a toilet, and sent that up to Facebook.
How does a Roomba even have access to Facebook?
Well, the Roomba has the ability it has to do LiDAR and take images and all the dimensions of, and somehow he or she, the owner, may have connected it somehow to Facebook.
I don't know how that's even possible. That sounds like a hacker.
So you always want to keep your Roomba out of the bathroom because it's been collecting dirt on you for years.
Thank you.
Or, we have just a ton of different sound effects.
But they're all negative towards your jokes. You're getting bonked, you're getting wonked, you're getting...
Can I just remind everybody in the production room whose name is on the building? Can we hear something happy? Something happy. Oh, yes.
There it is.
Is that Mario?
I know. It's me, Mario.
That's what it sounded like. And on that happy note, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kim Komando, America's beloved digital goddess, here with you once again. And my sole purpose is to make sure that you're never left tech behind in the digital dust. And joining me is my co-host, Andrew Babinski. Hello there, Andrew.
Hi, Kim.
And you can find us on over 420 top stations from coast to coast. We are the biggest show on the weekends, by the way, award-winning. And it's just the most awesomest show. And you need to tell at least 5 people that you do listen to the Kim Komando Show. And you can also find us in your favorite radio app, and we're streaming as a podcast over wherever you get your podcasts. And you can also watch the show at youtube.com/Kim Komando.
Can I tell you something? Giving children technology is the worst thing we've ever done.
Why?
Because I'm sitting here right now and I am getting bombarded with text messages from my son on his watch. Do you know how hard it is to text message on an Apple Watch?
Difficult.
And he's sending me like novels worth of text messages.
Maybe he's just doing audio.
I'm doing the show, bud.
Maybe he's just talking to his wife.
Oh, that's possible. You're right.
I mean, unless he's just a texting prodigy.
He probably is.
At which point you should enter him in some contest that he could win some money for something.
Let's make this profitable.
You know me, that's just kind of where my brain goes.
Every single time.
Every day I make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the tech space so that I can make sure all of our listeners and readers of my wildly popular newsletter called The Current, which you should sign up for at getkim.com, are always up to date. So have you seen those Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses?
Of course.
They look like regular sunglasses.
Right.
And word out this past week that with a $60 mod, the light on the sunglasses that tells everybody that you're recording can be turned off.
I thought it wasn't supposed to be impossible to be turned off.
With the $60 mod, you can.
Well, nobody can afford that.
I mean, who's going to do that? Campus police at the University of San Francisco, they put out an alert that creepy guys are using them to film women's reactions to pickup lines. And they don't know that they're being recorded, and the videos go viral. And it's not just happening in San Francisco. We found a clip of one TikToker, Keith Cosmic, doing it at Arizona State University. Take a listen.
Are you in nursing? Yes. I have a quick question. Sorry, my heart, there's something wrong with my heart. It's just, I don't know what it is, but it won't stop beating for you. You're very
How did you know she was in nursing?
Because she's got that look, and the most beautiful girls are in nursing. Here, what's your name? I'm Keith.
Very good.
I'm
Nice
Keith.
to
You
meet
are very beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
love the vibe. I can feel the energy.
What's wrong with that?
Then he puts that up on TikTok, and the videos go viral.
Right, but what's wrong with it?
Because he didn't tell them that they were getting recorded.
They're in public?
That's true. And that's what you have to remember.
Yeah.
It's legal to get recorded in public.
Can't trespass my eyes. Anything I can see from public, I can record in public.
I don't know. Some guy came up to me like, oh, my heart's beating. I'd be like, oh, get out of here.
Well, that probably would have been even more viral than that.
That's probably true.
That's what he's hoping for.
I mean, that's like the most worst line ever.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of better ones.
I've noticed this because I'm a bit of a Zillow stalker.
Okay.
I have all kinds of zip codes that I have saved, rather, and then I get all the listings and I go look at houses. If I meet somebody for a business deal, I find out where they live and I go look at their house on
Time out.
Zillow.
I'm calling a timeout.
Why?
What's more invasion of privacy? Recording someone with glasses that they don't know that you're recording in public while you're hitting on them, or meeting someone and immediately finding out what they paid for their house?
I want to know if they're legit.
Which one's more of a violation of someone's personal space?
Hey, everything's out on Zillow. And if you go, I'm just saying, if you go to homes.com, you scroll to the bottom, you can see how much mortgage they have on their house.
I don't like that. I don't like that everything's out there. I know it's all public and nothing I can do about it, but I still don't like it.
Well, what's happening now is when you go look at listings, and I find this very annoying, is that I don't know if you guys were, when you were looking at a house, but all the pictures are AI generated. So you don't really know what the house looks like anymore.
What's the point of it then?
There's not even a real camera. A former Facebook and Snapchat engineer by the name of Alec Gupta built an app called AutoReel. And realtors are using this to create totally AI-made videos of the home in minutes. And he says 1,000 of them are made by realtors every single day.
Do they have to base it on real pictures?
The ones that I've seen, it looks like a totally different house.
That's not right. You're not going to sell a house that way. You're just going to make people angry that
I know.
they wasted their time to go
Exactly.
look like something they weren't interested in.
Now, sometimes it does say, visual AI image, and I can appreciate that. But the bottom line here is that if you're looking for a house, what you see may not be exactly what you get.
Right.
All right, we have some tech updates. We talked before about Samsung smart refrigerators are going to get ads. Yes, your $2,000 refrigerator. This past week, they announced how it's going to work. Essentially, on your refrigerator door, there will be 4 rotating screens, different themes. Maybe show you the news, your calendar, the weather, and finally, curated advertisements.
Oh, they're created, so that means they're good for me.
Yes.
This is not a bad thing.
No.
I'm going to benefit from this.
So like yours would all be like buffalo wings and
Okay.
Stuff that people eat like at a football game.
Is it only going to be geared towards food and kitchen related things, or is it going to be is it going to be based on my internet searches?
Whatever they can sell.
Sure. That's true.
it. Tesla dropped 2 new self-driving modes. So sad I don't have a Tesla anymore. The first mode, and I swear people who name this, they're 12 years old who work at Tesla. Sloth.
Okay.
That's grandpa speed.
Okay.
Okay, so you can go really slow. The other speed is Mad Max. And this is full self-driving. It's made to accelerate and swerve through traffic like a sports car. The feds have opened up a preliminary investigation to
Sure.
that.
Is it going to break traffic laws?
It's going to go,
What is that again? Oh, we don't even need the sound effects in the booth. We've got Kim.
Think about it like as Mario Kart mode, bananas sold separately. ChatGPT has unveiled company knowledge. Company knowledge. You give AI an all-access pass to just about everything in your life. Slack, your Google Drive, your Gmail, whatever it may be. It reads everything, finds out what you need, cites sources, and then you can say, what should my 2026 goals be? And it would say to you, you should be on time.
That's funny. I'm not late.
Not much.
No.
Are you a runner?
No. Heck no.
Have you ever?
It's boring. There's no more boring exercise on the planet Earth than running.
But, you do get a sense of accomplishment when you're done.
Fine. Boring.
Well, Nike has new sneakers. Do you remember? I don't know if you did this with your kids, but I used to do this with Ian. Like you go to take them and they get new sneakers, and then they want to run around because they want to see like these are the fast
Oh,
ones.
I make my daughter run in her shoes because she notoriously loves oversized shoes.
Yes.
And so I go, run up and down the aisle here. I want to make sure they don't fly off and hit a salesman in the head.
Or you want to make sure they're fast.
Okay.
So Nike has something called Project Amplify. It looks like an ankle cuff that connects to a carbon-plated shoe, and inside there's a compact motor, a drive belt, and a rechargeable battery. So as you walk or jog, it gives you like a second set of calf muscles to help you along. So if you are pacing at a 12-minute mile, when you put on the Project Amplify shoes, you could be doing that mile in 10 minutes.
I'm trying to understand how this technology would work.
It's going to like push you along.
Because this sounds like, and Nike, great company, a lot of great products, sounds like it's a lie. It sounds like this is a bunch of malarkey.
They say it's coming in the next few years.
And how much is it going to be?
No price.
$1,000 for a pair of shoes?
It reminds me when I was running down the street where the houses were numbered like 64K, 128K, 512K, 1 megabyte. It was a trip. It was a trip down memory lane.
Oh my gosh. Queen of segues.
You know what? This is why I'm in the National Radio Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
You have always wondered why. And so first I was in the National Radio Hall of Fame in
What's your
Chicago.
address? 136K.
Then I got put in the Arizona Broadcast Hall of Fame.
It's for jokes and transitions like that.
It is. It's a professional segue.
Bravo, Kim Commando.
Coming up, we're going to tell you how you can write a children's book and publish it using artificial intelligence. Even if you're not a writer, even if you're not an artist, you can still do that. And we have more of your phone calls on the Kim Commando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise. Home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HomeTitleLock.com/Kim. That's HomeTitleLock.com/Kim. Hey, what do you like about me? Everything, but especially that I give away free stuff. And we're giving away an iPhone Air right now, a $999 value, by going to winfromkim.com. Once again, that's winfromkim.com. You better hurry up. I'm going to be giving it away soon. winfromkim.com. All right, how about we get started with Alan in Idaho Falls. Hi there, Alan. Welcome to the show. What's going on with you?
Thank you, Kim. My question is, my parents just left for a trip to Africa for a year, and I was wondering, what is the best kind of identity protection or fraud protection that I should be looking into for them? And
what are you worried about?
We run a bit. So the main thing is we run a business together, a farming business. So my main thing is they're not really used to the third world, and they gave their internet password out to a guy there, and he's been sharing it.
Oh, wait,
so
I'm sorry. Wait, so they're missionaries where?
In Africa.
In Africa. And they gave out their internet password to some guy?
Like their email password?
No, not their email, just their Wi-Fi.
Oh, their Wi-Fi.
So
Okay.
there was a neighbor, so the neighbor trying to be nice, so the neighbor could use their Wi-Fi.
Oh, and so, once they're on the Wi-Fi, they can get everything that your parents type in.
And so mostly, identity, emails, banking information, because everything they're doing now is all online, obviously. And running a business with them also makes me nervous.
Well, you're smart to be nervous. If they want to share their Wi-Fi, they can set up a guest access SSID, which I can point you in a direction how to do that, but you might be able to help them do that too remotely. If you use something like Chrome, they have something called Remote Desktop. You can set that up for them. As far as, with, have somebody now having access to everything that they're in their inbox, you're definitely right. I would start by freezing their credit. Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and Innovis set bank transaction alerts, say over $25 or $50. What you also can do is use a solid password manager, and then you would have access to all their passwords, and then just a master password. If somebody doesn't have the master password, get in there. But then you would also have access to things like authentication codes. You really need to lock them down. I would set up identity theft protection. We have a sponsored NordProtect. If you go to nordprotect.com/Kim. And then you also want to make sure that you have a solid password manager too, and that's where you can use NordProtect. But you do need to take some action because you've identified a real threat, Alan, and it's a serious threat.
Yes.
Boy, there's a lot of things here.
Also education. Just tell them if they share their password, they might get their ID stolen.
Yes.
If they give any information because they're trying to be nice, they may get this, and then they'll be broke.
And guys can wipe out their accounts.
Like that.
Yeah, I talked to them when they told me about it. Anyway, so they've changed their internet and everything, but it's been out and people know, so I just think we need to do something.
Yeah, you need to make sure that all their credit is locked down and their passwords changed and all that other stuff, because it can be a bit of a nightmare if anything gets out there. Boy. Alan, you're a good son. Thanks for your call.
Hey there, it's Dr. Sanjay Gupta with some exciting news to share. CNN is now streaming. That means you can read, watch, and stream everything in one subscription. You can watch news live 24/7. You can also explore catch-up videos and explainer videos, and you can also watch the library of CNN's originals, including my latest documentary, It Doesn't Have to Hurt. Just go to cnn.com/all access.
I'm really excited about our next caller. Have you ever seen a video on YouTube and you're thinking, wonder what the backstory is on that?
Every time.
Many
times.
Wonder what really happened. And it has to do with Trevor McNally. He's a former U.S. Marine Staff Sergeant turned full-time YouTuber, and he has a very specific hobby. And that hobby is picking a lock. Have you ever tried to pick a lock?
No.
Oh, I've never tried either.
One time we moved into a house, and there was a lock on the shed. It was a combination lock. And every day, my dad would go out and in sequence try the numbers until months later he finally got it open.
So here's basically what happened in that whole video. Trevor McNally It started when one of his viewers left a comment daring him to try the virtually unpickable trailer hitch lock from a company by the name of Proven Industries. It's a $130 heavy-duty beast designed to secure your boat, your RV, or your trailer. And the company bragged about its toughness. So McNally took up the challenge. So I was on YouTube trying to find more information about this case. And I ran across Ian Runkle. Now, Ian is an attorney in Canada. We don't hold that against him, but he does know a lot about U.S. law. And his hour-long dissertation about what happened and what should have happened is amazing. And Ian, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Ian, tell us what happened next.
So, you make a call out, and of course he responds because Trevor McNally, that's what he does. He picks locks. So he does a video, and it shows him shimming the lock. It's not really picking it, but using a piece of a pop can. I think it was a liquid death can that he used.
A tall boy.
Yeah, and he just flips it open. He's sitting there. He's sipping a juice box. He's kicking his legs. Those parts were mentioned specifically in the eventual lawsuit. But he just pops it open. And the company loses their mind because they called him out, and now everybody's going, wait a minute, I spent $130 on this lock, and it can be opened with a piece of pop can?
Yeah, it looked like it didn't take him very long to do that either.
No, and the thing is that shimming it essentially bypasses the little piece that holds the lock together when it's locked, and it pulls it in such that the spring is depressed, and now it basically unlocks it. So you don't need, there's no picking involved, there's no keying involved. It's just that you hook around that piece and pull it in from the other side, the sort of reverse side. So they then proceed to issue takedowns. They say that he's violating their copyright, and they also go on the offensive, and they say, this video is faked. He tampered with the lock. He this, he that. So he starts making more videos to address this. Because they said he tampered with the lock, he makes a video that shows him opening an Amazon box, retrieving the lock in its original packaging, opening it up, and picking it and shimming it. So they then get really upset. They're filing lawsuits. They're accusing him of defamation. They're accusing him of copyright infringement.
Trade libel was in there too.
Yes. And the lawsuits are just so bad because the copyright infringement, it's very clearly fair use. It's just he uses a small portion of their video, and it's a clearly different purpose because their video is to advertise their locks. He is directly addressing their claim, right? He's saying, listen, they're claiming it's this invincible lock. They called me out. He actually specifically shows the call out, and it's not that invincible. So maybe they should have a little less confidence about this. It's basically textbook fair use. It is exactly the purpose why fair use is in American law. Canadian law has something similar, but yes.
So it goes to court, right? And it goes to mediation.
So it goes to sort of an initial hearing because Proven Industries wants an injunction. They want to prevent Trevor McNally from making more videos. They're like, we got to stop this. They're trying to stop the bleed. So they end up having this hearing on the injunction. And the hearing on the injunction does not go well for them because in the course of it, it's fairly clear that the judge has a very different view of the copyright infringement, but also they end up admitting that they were able to replicate the shimming attack. They're just like, well, we think it's slightly harder than than was shown.
Okay, but in their promotional video, they were showing, oh, look, a bolt cutter couldn't do this, and this couldn't do that. But, oh, yeah, we can shim. It can shim. Okay, all right.
Yeah. And I mean, most locks aren't as secure as people think they are. Locks, locks are vulnerable to picking. Locks are vulnerable to all sorts of things. But if you're going to sell it as, like this super high-end premium thing, some sort of anti-shim protection is a good idea. And they actually admitted that they had a sort of higher-end lock core that you could buy that was more resistant to shimming. I haven't seen that one, but they've said, yep, that one is better. But it's $130. They're selling it as this sort of super lock. What, you'd expect it to be a little more resilient than that. And when your court argument is, well, he makes it look too easy, the problem that they were having, well, on cross-examination, they were getting hammered with the fact that if you go on YouTube right now, you can watch dozens and dozens of videos on all sorts of topics that make all sorts of things look easy. If you pull up like somebody doing archery, there's probably going to be somebody out there right now who can, do bullseyes, standing on their hands, shooting the bow with their feet. I've seen that video.
Should we sue them? I think we should sue them because they make it look too easy. Get a payday from this.
Nobody thinks that this super expert necessarily means that, like, the average person is going to be able to do that as easily, right?
Right.
They literally brought up, like, if you go up and look for a mechanic and they say, here's how you fix this part in the engine, it's like, well, the newbie, the first person to try it, is obviously going to have a little more trouble than this guy who's been an expert mechanic for 30 years, who's just able to, take apart and put back an engine in his sleep. So at the end of this injunction hearing, I was looking over this transcript going, I don't see what's left of their case. The cross-examination on this just has flattened any hope of this lawsuit. And sure enough, that lawsuit ends up getting dropped not long thereafter. Although I think the judge was a little disappointed because the judge asked for a demo.
Oh.
He was a fan.
Now, and now, Ian, what was, because I watched your video. You're a lawyer, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that's why I wanted to talk to you, because you give a different perspective of what really happens. And is this a real frivolous lawsuit? I mean, because my take was, imagine if Proven Industries came out in the beginning and said, you know what? Thank you, Trevor.
Right.
Thank you. Thanks for pointing out the flaws in our design and our system.
Back to the drawing board. Let's make this lock even better.
And if you have one, send it back to us. We'll give you 50% off on the new version whenever it comes out.
And then imagine if they come out with one, they team up with him, and he can't break the new one. Imagine the marketing machine that would be behind that.
Yeah, that's true. That would be a big one.
And the thing is there are actually other companies that did exactly that strategy. There is a company that makes a little gun box, right? And it's important that your gun box be somewhat secure because you're probably using this to, like, keep the gun away from kids and stuff like that. Lockpicking Lawyer, I think it was, did a video showing, hey, here's this easy bypass. And that company's response was not to freak out and sue. They went, oh, and they fixed the bypass, and they basically improved their model and said, hey, look, we fixed this, and that's the way to go.
Yeah. But
a lot of companies don't really understand how to navigate the sort of world of YouTube and so forth. So they go to, like, we've got a lawyer, he should sue. And what the lawyer should have said is fix the product. And, if I was them, I would have sent him a care package with, here's the fixed lock, here's like a thank you something or other. And then you're getting him to make a video going, oh, look, they fixed it.
These companies are getting free R&D and they don't even realize it.
Yeah, they are. 100%.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that if you wanted to hire Trevor McNally, like if you're a lock company and you wanted to hire him to do testing, like product testing, it's probably super expensive. But they could have even avoided it just by not calling him out.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was even on their radar until they said, well, he only goes after the easy ones.
Yeah, well.
Don't call out people if you don't want the smoke. Just don't bring it.
Exactly. So, Ian, what's the name of your channel? So if somebody wants to watch the whole video, because it is fascinating. It's over an hour, so it's, there's a commitment there, but I really found it fascinating.
The channel is Runkle of the Bailey. There's actually a few videos on this topic, and they're all long because I do like the deep dives and really pick apart the law. So if that's your thing, you'll like it. If you want the 10-minute video, you'll probably not like it as much.
Yeah, but you know what? You go into a lot of detail, and I like that. I like that you have a legal background because it gives some perspective to that, and that's why I wanted to get Ian on with us. Ian, thank you for being here once again. The channel is Runkle. That's Runkle of the Bailey. Runkle of the Bailey. All right. If you're looking for something really fun as a holiday and Christmas gift, let me tell you. You can use ChatGPT and a whole bunch of AI tools to write a children's book. So you can say, write a heartwarming illustrated children's story about a golden retriever named Max who refuses to share his toys, and he learns that sharing brings new fun and new friends. Okay. Then you can upload a picture of your child. You can use Bing Image Creator, Midjourney, or DALL-E. And then when it's ready to print, of course, you can lay it out in Canva. And then when it's ready to print, you can use like Lulu or Blurb. Lulu full color paperbacks start at around $8 and Blurb is $12. Have you ever tried to do that?
I did, but I used Fiverr instead.
Well, that was before we had all the AI tools.
Correct.
Though,
I took pictures of my kids and had someone turn it into cartoons with Fiverr, but ChatGPT would be done in minutes, not days.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
It's amazing. You know, they say that Kim Jong-un has read every single book. Yes.
Has he?
Yes, that's why they call him a supreme reader. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, more of your phone calls coming right up. Let's see. We have Kurt in Seattle, Washington. Hi there, Kurt. Welcome aboard.
Well, Kim, this is a complete and wonderful pleasure to be talking to you, actually, having listened to you since you've been on the air. And so there again, I want you to know that before we went anywhere.
Oh, that was so sweet. So you've been listening forever, huh?
I have, yeah. It's and to think that I would actually be able to have a need for your services is kind of interesting, although the show talks about everything. So if it's not really your topic, you can always learn something by listening to you.
Oh, well, thank you. So what's going on with you?
Well, I'm a musician. You don't have any information about me there yet so far?
Just tell me what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, I have an album that I would like to get out, and usually, you will, get a record producer and all that stuff, and you get signed. But nowadays, it's done a little differently in some cases, and that's what I want to do. I want to get my music on a website, but I don't want to charge for it. But I want to be able to set it up so it will accept donations. Mm-hmm. And I thought you might have some websites in mind. Perhaps.
Okay. Now, don't we have a sample? Zandra, don't we have a sample of Kurt's song here? Let's take a listen.
Yeah.
So, Kurt, does anybody sing, or is it just seagulls and things?
It's all instrumental, and it's of course that particular song does have some seagulls in it. The entire album was recorded on one keyboard made by Yamaha, and for anybody that's Yamaha or any keyboard tech minded, they'll be glad to know that because it's quite diversified, the entire album.
So, have you made any money with other songs?
No, this is my first attempt at recording originals. I used to play on cruise ships and, nightclubs and that sort of thing, but I finally decided I'd like to make an attempt at recording my own music, and it turned out better than I thought it would.
Yeah, I think you're talented at that.
So your goal is to put it up for free, but to then take donations.
That's correct. Yeah, only because I want to reach more people. I want to get more response from more people, and if they don't know who I am, and if they have to buy it, they're apt to not even bother.
Well, let's look at the 20-25 way of taking donations. You need to create a TikTok account, TikTok, and then you need to create a video with your song featuring your music, and you need to duplicate it over and over and over again until one of them catches on and gets traction. Once one of them gets traction, you delete the rest of them and repeat. And you keep doing it until you get, let's say, 1,000 followers. Then once you have 1,000 followers, you go live on TikTok, playing music, creating music, chatting with people, taking requests, whatever it is. And when you're playing live, people will donate. They'll send you, emojis and stuff like this. Each of them is worth a couple of pennies or whatever. But if you do it long enough, you can take donations that way. But a website hosting music where people donate, that's just not how people get their music or consume that kind of media now.
No, 100%. Kurt, you got to do it what Andrew says.
Okay. Well, will this information be sent to me, or should I have been writing this all down?
You know what? We can send you the phone call, or you can listen to the podcast, and then you can transcribe this call, and then you'd have everything all written down. Then you'd have everything.
It will say seagulls in background.
It was
underneath it.
You ready again? Kurt, thanks for your call. Thanks for your kind words about listening to the show. Coming up, we're going to tell you why it may not be your lucky day if you get a free Amazon box.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Psst, healthcare pros, word's out, and it's too good to keep quiet. Look, LinkedIn is revolutionizing job hunting, making it possible to search by specialty, shift preference, and salary. Endless scrolling is out. Whether it's a mental health therapist or dental hygienist, finding the perfect role is faster and easier than ever. Head to linkedin.com/healthcare and start your search today.
I hope he makes $1 million.
Oh, I do too.
So couldn't you just see all the little TikTokers running down the beach?
They're not going to use that audio of the Jet 2 holiday anymore. They're just going to use his song with the seagull in the background. Can you do a dolphin as well? He might be able to use that on a track.
Dolphin.
So they answered my question. No, you can't.
No. And on that happy note, make sure that you enter to win our brand new iPhone Pro.
Where do they enter to win?
Winfromkim.com. That was the end of hour 2. Don't worry. There's another hour coming up.